blue. It is rain.
Thank you for buying me that time, dude. I just took a huge bite of the steak and cheese sub. Oh, man. It's so delicious. But, guys, another delicious Zerg spawning in the bottom right corner of Catalina, representing Invasion Esports. It is the one, the true, Dongregu.
I'm pretty sure that's what the D stands for, isn't it? Delicious?
Apparently. Well, this is awkward.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay, so DRG gonna go ahead and take his natural at the third location. Makes me think that he's gonna do a 3 hatch before pool. Only because you get that other one in order for the creep to... you can make your queen at the third in order to spread the creep between it.
Well, there's a couple advantages to it. I think it... Okay, it's going to be 3 hatch per pool. I actually thought it was going to be hatch full hatch, but guess not. Either one's good. Yeah, taking the hatch at the third is something that's kind of been prompted by a lot of these in-base natural maps. So, like, if you think back to Nimbus or Altazim, people worked out that actually if you want to go have 3 hatch full pool, then you could take your hatch or your natural hatch at the third and be like, okay, so this is actually almost as defensible as any other map, because for Zerg the ramp doesn't matter so much. It's just like having the creep there and having your queen there and having a few units. So it doesn't really, it's not really much of a disadvantage to take a hatch at the third, and then you've got a free natural. And then people have been starting to expand it onto the regular maps. So your hatch comes up like at the third a little bit faster. You get to spread your creep from there towards a 4th base a lot quicker, and just generally get that out there and get the queens out that bit faster. So it's really cool to see that kind of development of the meta coming out of changes in the map pool.
You must know how Rain likes to play too. I don't know. I don't really see much Rain cannon rushing too often. So to go in like the first match of the day, it is a 3-player map, of course, but to go straight up into a 3 hatch before pool does show a little bit of confidence. And we'll see how Rain does decide to punish it if he were to. I believe he went for the Gateway Nexus into Cybercore. So, not the greediest, but also not the most safe either.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good point you bring up as well. I mean, Rain is, obviously he's a fantastic player, very much capable of mixing it up a bit, but I think he's best known as being the macro Protoss.
Very safe, yeah. He's
very safe. Comes up with some absolutely incredible.
He crosses his T's, he dots his I's, and then he crosses his I's, and then he dots his T's. Like that's Rain for you right there.
Yeah, just covering all his bases and looking good while doing it.
Yep. So we'll see how this game does go. The spawn positions, of course, are north and south. So that third, DRG will be able to expand away from Rain. Depending on how, of course, how long the game does go. But Rain, adding 2 more gateways, already mining from double gas, but he added a forge as well. So I think this is more so just a defensive posture. I don't know how aggressive he will get. Didn't really use the chrono boost on the warp gate. Just kind of, I think he's using it on his Nexus.
Yeah, just chroning out those probes. He's already up to full saturation on minerals on both his bases, and just I'm pretty sure he's going to basically instantly saturate these 2 gases as well. So a lot of gas coming out here from him.
Yeah, where does he go from here though is what I'm wondering too. With the +1 I usually think of a robo follow-up, but it also could be for another like a third in getting blink perhaps, in order to time it like +2 blink or something like that, where you take the third and don't really saturate it, but hit with a really strong blink attack that will take advantage of a green Zerg.
Fastest third. Actually.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's still pretty fast, but it's not as fast.
Yeah, it's pretty fast off of no tech, right? Like.
Yeah, for sure, off of no tech, and with all that gas he's been getting up, we can get a 3rd sentry. Oh, sorry, 3 more sentries. DRG.
Sorry. I thought I was gonna make it, dude. I was like, he got this.
You believed.
I did believe hard.
Not hard enough, obviously.
Not hard enough, clearly, because that Overlord is ripping pieces right now.
Yeah.
We are going to see this 3rd base here, Trigon. I believe that the Twilight Council is on the way, too. So, with the fact that Rain is still making a lot of probes, it makes me think that he's not going to do that kind of crazy 2 base with the 3rd Nexus blink attack. He will continue to go into the macro game. Like, he's just going to go full on.
What do you think about the adding the Twilight on your first tech toast after third base? Because I would have thought, like, when I think of just safe defensive Protoss builds for getting third bases, I think of Robos and Stargates more so than Twilights. But I mean, the big 3-base kind of +2 blink attacks, they're pretty terrifying.
They're really scary. I agree. I mean, Dongregu's gone up to 72 drones. I think he might. He is still continuing to make probes. But he is getting that +2 added 3 gateways as well. This is a big attack coming to the third of Dongregu. Dongregu has like no units out. He has 72 drones and 2 queens. These three roaches are actually the first ones that have come out. This third might be in trouble if the force fields are good. Oh.
No. Ryan just doesn't really want to lose any sentries. I think he's going to use them for a push later on. So he just wants to keep them alive, get what damage done he can. And he did really well. Didn't lose any units. Traded 6 force fields for 3 drones and 2 queens. And, I mean, energy for units is pretty much always a good trade.
Yeah. I was thinking it was going to be a big attack because he did chrono boost out his blink, also the +2. But he started producing probes once again, so he's going to go up to the 3-base saturation most likely. But if he doesn't take those gases, I'm wondering if it is going to be that really, really strong push. A lot of stalkers. Dongregu going for the Roach Hydra. He just now started his roach speed. Had to make those roaches to defend, and then Rain just pulled back.
Yeah, fast hive coming out of DRG as well. And I think if it is this big blink attack, which it's looking like as Rain moves out on the map and starts getting his proxy bounds up, it's going to be a little tougher for DRG. He does have the benefit of that 3 hatch giving him such a fast, strong econ. But his upgrades are miles behind what Rain will have.
He hasn't even +1 yet. But he will get it very shortly. 17 roaches are on the way. But Rain is out for blood, dude. And he's coming down this ramp, playing it a bit more conservatively. But gotta be very careful. He does have force fields at his disposal. But those Hydras, I believe they do have the range upgrade already. So the force fields are not really going to do too much. Time we're pulling down on the right side. And this is a very ballsy position, I think, from Rain. But he's just going to commit to it. He lost all of the sentries.
Yeah, huge concave coming from DRG and more reinforcements streaming in. Rain's blink micro is going to have to be absolutely pristine here, but as the Hydras start falling, roaches are so much less good against blink stalkers, and it looks like Rain has enough with his next round of warping.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's making pros behind this too, so this isn't like a full all-in.
Damn.
He's just going in, pressuring Dongregu, making him make a lot of units, although he is on 75 drones. That is good, but that is a lot of +2 stalkers that are on the map. Really nice position here from Dongregu with the queen support as well. And this is just going to be down to the wire. Who is going to come out on top? Because if those stalkers do live, the snowball effect is so crazy whenever you got blink stalkers in the equation.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the scariest part about blink stalkers. But so far, DRG has been able to kind of at least trade rather than, you know, the nightmare with blink stalkers, which is, you know, you're fighting his army and he actually doesn't lose any stalkers. But right now, Rain just kind of blinks up in the main, pulls the army out of position a little bit, is going to fight against this a little bit, can pull down to the low ground and doesn't lose any stalkers, kills off a couple of units, and that's good. That's exactly what you want with blink stalkers.
100%. Already saturated this third behind this as well. Rain is up to 69 drones, or 69 probes rather. Off of this,
2 more gateways. Yeah, so he's going to go up to, I think, 9 gateways in total, that's going to be big walk-ins of blink stalkers. Now he actually has the concave at the bottom of this ramp a little bit, and he can do his fantastic blink back. So many of these stalkers
on what sick blink micro, yeah. So many of those stalkers are low, but drones are getting pulled off the line here as well. Looks like Rain is just going to kind of fall back. Doesn't want to lose all of those stalkers, as DRG is feeling the heat. I mean, when you pull drones, jeez. This is so frustrating for DRG with the blinks.
I mean, the Cat Lane is a great choice for this as well, because everybody talks about how it's a great Reapers map. Same thing makes it good for Blink as well, and
Blink, yep.
Rain is definitely using that to kind of jump between the natural and the main base. Just kind of Blink up there, but we'll see.
He keeps on adding to the stalker count. He supply blocked DRG earlier as well. This is really nice here. I think he's going to get an overwhelming amount of stalkers if he continues to do this. The trades, rather. I think he is going to continue it. There is not that many Hydras here for DRG. That is a lot of Blink Stalkers, and they do have +2. +2 is not even done here for DRG. The drones might have to get pulled once again. They are coming from the natural. This is a very, very rough position for DRG. Aggressive Blink. this is the sign of like you flexing your dongers right now so hard as Rain is, but is it a little bit too much? Because he's losing a lot.
He's losing quite a few of his stalkers, yeah, but taking out a lot of these drones. I don't know, it's tough to call. On the right-hand side, the reinforcement raw pins from Rain, he got a little too far away from his proxy pile and got a bit cut off, but DRG's fourth base, I mean, the 4 stalkers aren't going to be able to discover that.
Yeah.
I think Rain just has to kind of get back, group his forces up together, and get that big Protest death ball going.
Yeah, losing those drones is going to hurt DRG's reinforcement capabilities. I don't know if he's actually going to be able to deal with this next wave. +2 will be done here for DRG, so keep that in mind. A War Prism is also on the way for Rain, so perhaps he's going to kind of keep on pressuring, but then once he starts to peel DRG apart with the Warpins in the main or something, he could go snipe that 4th at one time if he wanted to as well, but I don't know if we're going to see that just yet.
It's not really adding too much for DRG. I haven't actually seen any units coming from it yet, and obviously it's not being mined from. So yeah, I don't think it's a high priority target for Rain right now, and we just see him kind of walking in a few more stalkers, moving forwards. But he's moving forward into a concave every single time, and this is DRG's kind of big defense match here, aside from anything else, aside from like their normal. Oh, some more sentries being walked in by Rain actually.
What do you think about that? Like straight up stalkers against Roach Hydra? I know obviously it's not the best. Oh, you think he's gonna do what I? Oh, and that was so close.
Damn, that was close. Yeah.
I saw what he wanted to do though.
Oh, that's
the same kind of benefit from it. Yep. Now this third, Rain is a little bit conservative here. It's like, do I want to do it? His conscience is talking to him right now, saying, "Don't do it, Rain. Don't do it."
Yeah, no, he bought himself 15 seconds. He could have gone in and wreaked havoc on this third, but now DRG is pushing forward. Bunch of Roach Hydra, those Hydalists with +2 as well, pump out so much DPS, and Rain is on the defensive, on the retreat. However, he's bought himself time with this. He's taken out the 4th base with a little
Oh, wow. Yep. Nicely done.
His robotics facility is finished, and a 4th base is on the way for Rain. Yep. So if he can hold on or just keep the pressure up on DRG a bit more, while he gets towards Colossi or something, it could still look really good for Rain.
Yeah. I feel like he had a bit of an opportunity, though, and right now DRG has had a little bit of breathing room. Creep spread is not that great, but he's getting his Vipers out. And once those Vipers do come out, the Colossi are going to come out in small numbers because he just now added that to his repertoire, but I think that DRG has survived the scariest part of the game. Although he did lose his 4th, he's getting the army composition that doesn't have to deal with High Templar. Roach Hydra Viper is amazing to deal with. Any kind of Blink Stalker army. So I think DRG's in a pretty good spot, to be honest.
Yeah, the Vipers add so much punch to it. I mean, I think the Roach Hydra deals pretty well with Blink Stalkers once you get up this kind of critical mass anyway. But, I mean, Rain, did he never get +3 either? Damn, he never got +3.
He never got +3. I feel like if Rain had got +3, this would be a little bit more of a different story. But when the Vipers do add, there you go, the utility to the battle. Really nice concave from Rain, blinking back all those injured stalkers, but the Blinding Cloud is going to go down on that right side of the army. Another aggressive blink, though, going to the bottom. And that is another aggressive blink on top of all of the Roach Hydra. Who cares about Blinding Cloud if you don't have the units to actually use it? Oh my god, I think Rain is just going to obliterate this army of DRG. Wow,
that's so crazy. DRG had a pretty strong supply advantage at the start of that. Rain has just wiped that away. DRG doesn't even have enough to do a really strong remax. Rain is taking the supply lead right now, and he's pushing back towards that natural 3rd base position.
Yeah, I mean, this is a lot of stalkers, Trigonal. I don't think that DRG can hold here. This is just a little too much. GG will be called. Rain takes game number 1. Oh my god. Blink Stalker's pretty good unit, eh?
Yeah, 21 minutes, no splash. Continuous.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls across the world, welcome back to the winners match of the ASL Prime League Season 4. This is the winners match. Whoever wins this will be moving on to the round of 16, and the first player that possibly could be that candidate is spawning in the bottom left corner. He is ready. He is up in 1 game in this best of 3 series. Give it up for my Insanity's Rain!
And his opponent is going to be up here in the top right. Changing up from the last game, going like pool first this time. From Invasion Esport. Dong, Ray, Goo!
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Nah, you sound like an owl now.
True that. No triple hats before pool this time.
No.
For DRG. I actually thought that would have got him in a good position, but I think that Rain, going for the guy, what did he do? Gateway into Nexus into Cybercore, I believe. Kind of mitigated the whole read aspect of the 3-hatch. Obviously, the 3-hatch
and then
was a bit better.
A really fast, or fast third base on top of that.
Yep. Like 7. Yeah, it was like 7 minutes or something.
7 minutes. Yeah, just
No
like
tech.
a fraction after 7 minutes.
No
like
tech, no problem.
Yep, ain't no thing. I mean, DRG had gone with how late DRG's pool was. There wouldn't have been any speedlings out. There wouldn't be any roaches out. It would have been difficult for him to punish it. I mean, a slowling all in is a rare sight to behold, but beautiful.
It happened. They never expect it, right?
But yeah, they happen. They seriously do. It's always kind of funny. But okay.
Rain doing it again though.
Yeah.
Rain Nexus into the Cybercore. Double gas though.
Still tricks.
Already mining there.
Yeah, I think he'll be pretty safe against this. DRG doesn't have any gas yet, so speed's a way away. He doesn't. He's taking a third base as well, so it's all looking, pretty standard, pretty normal, pretty macro.
Pretty macro, right? Oh my god, my alarm clock! Hold on. What the fuck? Unbelievable!
Man, I can hear that from here, and I'm like a different
I'm really
continent.
supposed to wake up right now, guys. Anyways, sorry about that.
No problem.
It was so loud. Anyways, where are we?
So I think these two lanes are going to get a nice scout off. Oh, maybe not. Okay, they're not going to get a nice scout off. That's a bit of a shame. DRG could have run in there, and the Mother Core was out, but Mother Core's a little bit slower than Ling's, and it would have been nice for him to see kind of what was going on in Rain's main, what the gases were looking like. But no big deal.
Didn't get any info, yeah. He just saw the Nexus there. If he knows his StarCraft, he would assume that it has come after the gateway, but the fact that he took that third, I feel like he knew anyway. He was just like, you know what? I'm going to take my third. Off of no gas, but now he is mining from it. And, after that last game, like, how does DRG kind of play it out, right? Like, he went Roach Hydra Viper, but wasn't able to ever really get that really sick Roach Hydra count. He kept getting whittled away by the blink attack.
Yeah,
I wonder how his
tough.
approach will be this time.
I think, like, in the same sort of game, I don't know. I mean, I think he did pretty well. Maybe in Festus.
Oh,
Because he invested into Hive and Vipers. But Hive and Festus is a tiny bit cheaper. And, of course, they completely negate that blink. So,
yes,
I know.
100%. This is actually very interesting from Rain. He is going full huck on us right now. Chrono boosting out that warp gate, adding an additional, I believe it was 6 gateways to the first one that he did have.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Going for 7 gates in total.
7 gates? This could be very, very rough for DRG. Although, I'm glad that he did go for the speed first. Not going to go too greedy with that lair. But he just needs to defend here. He's only going to have Lings. Does he even have a Roach Warren out? Oh my god, he doesn't even have a Roach Warren.
Oh, that's going to be so tough.
Yeah, what is DRG going to hold? How's he going to hold this? This is going to be really rough.
Speed's done in just a couple seconds, and that's going to help out. But big warpings from Rain happening a little bit later on. If he can take down these couple pylons, that's going to really, really help out. But, the Stalkers were the first warping by Rain, so this is really good for DRG. He's actually going to crush this first force. That's going to make the Zealots so much easier to deal with as well. I think, I think that this is how he deals with it. He just has a ton of
then.
GG.
GG! Wow, I gotta write that one down because I always die there. I'm like, I don't have Roach Warren, GG, guys, but a ton of Lings catching it, not letting it snowball is the way that you do it.
Okay, ladies and gents, welcome back. Welcome to Game 3 of the winners match. The winner of this map, Secret Spring, will advance on to the round of 16. And our first player up for that wonderful honor is the blue Zerg in the top right-hand corner. Playing for Invasion Esports. Dong Ray Gu!
Yeah! His opponent, spawning oppositely on the bottom left, the red Protoss player representing my insanity. It is gonna be Rain! Not your insanity, it's my insanity. Mine.
Yeah,
mine.
I've definitely got to get myself on some of the action with that voice echoer.
It gets everybody hyped up, man.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
I've been trying to, just get a lot of practice in order to one day be the GSL Street Fighter voice. Bring it back, One day, though.
Yeah.
A man can dream. I can dream.
I'd get behind you on that one. And
Word.
Do you think we're going to see both games so far? DRG has gone for fairly fast 3 hatches. In the first game, obviously, 3 hatches for a pool on Overgrowth.
Very, very fast.
It was a pool hatch. And Secret Spring, obviously, he's already gone for a faster gas. Do you think he's going to be a bit more cautious about taking his third on this map? Because obviously, it's a little more difficult.
Harder.
Yeah. To defend.
I feel like we will see that. I mean, we even see Rain he went for Gateway into Cybercore and then his expansion, so not really feeling like he wants to do that Gateway into the expansion. So I'm wondering how Rain feels as well. Both players kind of playing a bit more conservatively. As the gas was taken very quickly, you're actually right. Get that speed, and then he pulled out of it.
Yeah, and now he's kind of trying to chase down these things. Adjustments!
Oh, that sucks, yeah.
That's nice. Very little scouting information. I kind of feel like Rain's gearing up for another big all-in. I'm not sure, though, because he's breaking down these rocks, which would completely shut down any kind of counterattack for DRG. Okay, no, he's taking a second gas. Maybe not. But if he broke down those that destructible rock tower, the pylon he's just put down on the high ground by the gold base on the top, that can still walk onto the low ground and still attack DRG. So
he can still recall if he wanted to.
Yeah, I think he's just going to put on some light pressure, but I still think that's a really cool little movement. Like cutting off the rocks and then being aggressive with units that can get past them, whether it's like Mutalisks or whether it's warp-ins of stuff. I think that's like one of the strongest things you can do on Secret Spring.
Yeah.
And that's why I won 8 games in a row.
Yeah. We've seen some really cool stuff, and if Rain has something kind of specially prepared, that would be nice to see. I believe, how many gateways is he? He's only on 1 gateway, is he? Oh, no, he has 3
gateways.
So he will do a little bit of a warp in here and make, he's not fully committed because he does have that mothership core.
Yeah.
So I think what he wants to do is probably catch DRG taking a quick third, but DRG is actually just now taking it on the other side, actually, to the south.
DRG spots these units here with his lings, but no, actually, he has a really good idea of exactly how much Rain is committing to this because he's got 2 overlords in Rain's base right now.
True.
The first one's just being poked away at by a sentry. So he knows. And Rain is he's got the wrong third. That's
exactly, right? He wants to catch DRG off guard, but DRG took the other third instead. And Rain doesn't have that many units here. He will force out a few units out of DRG, but I mean, I think the same effect, though, is going to be had here by forcing out all of these lings. 12 more lings. What are they going to do as soon as this recalls home?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to take ages to break down those rocks. In the time they're breaking down the destructible rocks, Rain can be breaking down or collapsing the other collapsible rock tower. And Rain just kind of trades against a couple of lings here. Recalls back. Ain't no thing. He lost a tiny bit of health.
Yep, and he's up to 44 probes.
2 zealots, okay.
Yeah. Not bad. I mean, I'll take that one. Now DRG has a bunch of lings that he really can't do anything with. Rain gearing up possibly for a 2-base attack, adding a bunch of gateways. 4 additional gateways are on the way. He's on fully saturated 2-base. It has a robo too, so you may see a straight choo-choo, man. Hit up parting. A moto choo-choo.
Yeah, maybe. A little sentry drop moving out. Start things off, though. I feel like this isn't as strong on Secret Spring, though, because obviously the ridiculous strength of a sentry drop is if you get it down, that you reduce them to 1 base production versus your usually 2, sometimes 3 base production. But on Secret Spring, obviously, like the main and natural are both inside that tiny one hex ramp or one force field ramp, so it's not like as incredibly powerful as it could be. Oh, he's actually just dropping them down down here in the third base.
Awkward force field. It's like when the old oracles were like, we're gonna do this sick ability where we stop you from mining.
Yeah.
Whatever that was, yeah.
Entomb, man. Oh, the coolest thing about Entomb, though, was how you could entomb everything but 1 or 2 mineral patches, and then storm those.
Oh, storm, yep. Oh my god.
Entomb storm. That was sick.
Oof. I have nightmares, man. But this is all about a ruse, you know? It's just all about forcing out units, I feel like.
Yeah.
Until this attack actually
just making sure that that DRG can't feel too comfortable droning, and we see that having played out pretty well. 59 drones for DRG is a little bit behind where he wants to be. He wants to be up at like high 60s,
70, like
low 70s right now. And
that's the DRG way.
Yeah. Rain, though.
Ling Hydra is like the perfect counter for it. He has 2 spine crawlers at his third, but it's all about the numbers game here. The surface area is actually really nice for Ling Hydra, but I don't know. DRG needs to just continuously make units. I don't know if he's going to have enough, man. That's a lot of sentries.
Oh, beautiful force fields. This is a lot of sentries. And yeah, the Lings can't do anything. The Hydras actually survive against all these Zealots, though, and this is really tough. Rain engaged just a little bit before he had +1 weapons, and I think that kind of hurt him here, but
right, yeah.
Not enough.
Oh my god, drone's going to come off the line, but they can't get anything done. Hydras, they do have the ranged upgrade already done. And these are pretty strong, you know, against gateway units. Immortals don't do any bonus damage versus them at all. The War Prism goes down. GG will be called.
Wow, another fantastic transfer.